We all set? Well, let's see what we can do next. We had the, yesterday I left and got some soup, and these guys were showing you how to put the slots in on the fingerboard for this 1979 neck over here. And we're going to do that fingerboard on. We're going to show you how we do that. But before we do that, I thought I would just give you an idea of what we do normally, okay? This would be a normal neck with a taper on the top of the finger, on the top of the neck, and the truss rod in place. Everything is ready to go. This is a 36-inch scale Coca-Cola fingerboard. We square a line up here, get the nut line, and then put some two-sided tape on the back of this and get it all in place. And then we take dowel pin, like 1/8-inch dowel pin. We have a piece of that piece, just a small piece. Anything. Yeah, that's okay. And we draw a hole down here in the corner and another hole up here in this corner, or vice versa, and put the pin in so when we glue it, it doesn't shift around. Back in the old days, when this neck was originally put together, the fingerboard was put on the C-clamps and bar clamps and whatever kind of clamps I could find laying around. Well, things have changed. We have a machine. I won't show you this right now, but when we put this other one in the bag, you'll get to see how this bag works. It's a vacuum press. And what it does is you put the, whatever you're going to do, you put it in the bag and turn the compressor on. And the compressor pulls out all the air, bringing the bag down on top of this. And I forget how much pressure is on that. I forget, 17 pounds per square inch, something like that. Don't quote me, I forget. I'll look it up. I'll let you know that later. Anyway, it's a lot of pressure, I can tell you that. And this fingerboard will be completely sealed when we do it that way. That's a rough idea. I mean, like later on, when we do the video on the whole process of making a bass, which I intend to do, I really want to do that. We'll really get detailed on all this stuff. But that's roughly how we do it normally. This neck here, let me see for a minute, Pete, because it's an old neck and it's already shaped, the tape is already there, you know, doing it this way is almost impossible. We are still going to put it in the bag. Well, actually, come to think of it, it's pretty much the same process we're going to try right now. It's just a little easier here because everything is square and you don't have to worry about this thing and all, the curves and all. But Pete and Joe made that fingerboard up the other day, a 34-inch, and originally this fingerboard was plain. It didn't have any pearl dots on it at all. But since we can't put the pins in the corners because it would be in the way of the fingerboard, the playing part of it. So I told Pete, I said, maybe we could just put 2 pearl dots at the 12th fret down here. So what we're going to do there is put the pins in there, and it should be, and we're going to wrap some masking tape around it so it doesn't slip around while it's in the bag. And then when we take it out, we can take the pins out, and then we'll make these holes just a little bit bigger, and we'll put some abalone or mother of pearl position markers into the 12th fret. So John, whenever you get this, you're going to have pearl dots at the 12th fret, whether you like it or not. It's going to happen, because otherwise it would be just moving the fingerboard. There's no way to anchor the fingerboard while it's being glued. I think that's pretty much it. Like I said, there's a lot more to it than what I'm talking about now, but hopefully when I get down to, or I should say when we get down to showing you how the whole bass is made, we'll get really detailed on all of this, okay? Anyway, that's about it. Let's put some glue on this thing, right? And put it in the bag.